Hey viewers and friends, Andrew back again and welcome to another video, and it's that time again for another slasher review. And today I'm going to be talking about and reviewing the mid-80s slasher Silent Night Deadly Night. Now I do know quite a few people know about this, they've heard of it, but I still think it is pretty underrated and doesn't get mentioned as nearly enough as it should. So I definitely wanted to just give my opinions on the movie because I think this is a really nice little slasher movie. So Silent Night Deadly Night, storyline behind this one is it's about a young boy called Billy who witnesses a traumatic event to do with his parents around Christmas time. So as this movie goes on and the story goes on, you sort of follow Billy as he grows up in an orphanage, and of course every time Christmas rolls around he gets really freaked out. He doesn't like anything to do with Christmas at all, and so yeah, he spends his life growing up in this orphanage. Pretty nasty environment for him. The nuns and the people that own the orphanage aren't very nice to him at all, don't really understand what his issue is towards Christmas and aren't really sympathetic to him. So eventually he sort of becomes a teenager, gets a job, and that's when he really starts to snap. And yeah, basically he takes on the role of St. Nicholas or Santa Claus and goes on a killing spree, seeks revenge for everyone that's done wrong by him. So yeah, that's pretty much the main gist of the storyline. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was an overall fantastic slasher movie, so I would definitely highly recommend it. It's got a low budget feel, but it's done well. It has an interesting cast of characters, some really fun characters actually. Billy's grandfather is insane, and the store manager that at the store that Billy works at is pretty funny as well. So yeah, pretty interesting cast of characters. Kill wise, there are some really well done kills in this. There's a couple in particular that really stand out. I'm not going to give them away, of course. I will say with the Arrow release, this is the uncut version by the way, so all the edited footage has been cut back into the film, and while that's a really good thing, the transfer isn't the best. It's sort of sub VHS quality in some parts, which is kind of disappointing, but I guess at least we have the whole uncut version of the movie on this release. So yeah, another great release from Arrow. Another interesting thing about this slasher movie that sort of makes it even more interesting, at least to me anyway, this particular movie has been or was banned in a lot of countries, or at least in England I think, for quite some time, and there were big protests over the theme of the movie, you know, like Killer Santa Claus and stuff. So it's got a pretty interesting history there, but this is a really well done slasher, and as I said earlier in the video, doesn't get mentioned as nearly enough as it should. It's one of my personal favourites, so yeah, definitely well worth checking out. So if you haven't seen Silent Night Deadly Night, well, I highly recommend doing so. I give this slasher movie a solid 4 out of 5. So that's my quick review and discussion on Silent Night Deadly Night, and thanks a lot for watching.